how are you? So I have a new tripod with my phone on it, and so it's turned. I had to turn it because otherwise the letters would have been completely mirrored. So I can't see your comments or anything. But I got a tripod so we didn't have Bob the Builder giving me hand signals. So I wanted to get together with you tonight, and we're actually going to do a little DIY video. It's not going to take us very long, but I wanted to show you this welcome leaner, and I'm really hoping that I'm in the right spot and that you can see the whole entire thing. So what I did is I took this piece of pine, and it's just a 1x8 by 4 foot tall, and I just hooked the Porch Candy bagged set onto here. So I'm going to show you how I did that, and then we're going to talk about this critter right back here, which is a different color. All right, so the first thing I did is I just got this piece, like I said, of 1x8, and I cut it 4 foot tall, so it's 4 foot long. You can actually buy these. I got this at Menards, but you could get it at your local home store. They probably come 4 foot long. I bought mine 6 foot long and cut them off simply because I have another idea for the other two feet. So I just took this board, 4 foot tall, and I'm gonna set that aside, and I spray painted it. I just spray painted it brown. I used this 2x Ultra Cover. I really like this paint because it just covers so much better. I'm hauling this around in my car. It's a little bit dirty. And I just sprayed it until it dried. Now, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this on the video, but when I painted this, I'm going to move up just a little bit closer here. It looks a little bit distressed in that it's got that creamy background, but the way I painted it, it makes it look a little bit distressed. So hopefully you can see that. So how I did that, and I put this fine towel on our outdoor table because my husband loves it when I paint on the furniture. Remind me, guys, to tell you about that time I built the paint booth in the basement. So all we're going to do here is we're going to just use a cheap old chip brush, and we're just going to slap this on. But we're just going to kind of, when I say slap it on, it just kind of means slop it on. I hope you can see that. I'm going to back up too, and we're just going to kind of skip in spots. See how it's got that knot right there? That's okay, just leave that because you want it to look kind of rustic. Another thing that people do, and I didn't do it to this piece of wood to make it look more like salvaged wood, is take a hammer, and you can just hammer it and use the claw part and just kind of ding it up a little bit, and you can make it look a little bit more reclaimed. That's the word I was looking for, like that. So you're really just going to kind of slap this paint on here until you have it kind of the way you want. Now I'll show you when I do the other board that has the teal welcome on it. I actually worked in a little color. And if you were going to work in a little color, let me just grab this. Like you want to add, oh, crusty. Just grab just like a teeny tiny bit and kind of, and then just, but don't overblend. That's the key. Just kind of, and it feels like, well, in this case, it's got a little bit too much orange. You can just add more cream and work it together. So that's what I did to do the background. It's a super easy chip brush. Just slap that paint on there. You don't even want it to be all covered. Now, if that bothers you or you don't like that look and you want it to be all covered, by all means, just spray paint it or cover it, let it dry and paint it again. All right, so then what did I do? I took the Porch Candy letters out of the bag. So they come like this, as you know, just your regular Porch Candy set. I'm not gonna take this set out. Well, yes I am. Kind of on the fly. I don't know whether I am or I'm not. All right, so we'll just take this Porch Candy set out, and you're just gonna use this as I'll just grab the W as an example. Then I got these little 1/2-inch craft blocks, and I just laid them out. You can see that one side isn't painted, but that doesn't even matter. Because this one, and I'm going to kind of show it to you from the side. You see how it's raised up? And in person, you can actually see that it's got that kind of 3D effect. It's like shooting out at you a little bit. And so that I used these blocks to give it that effect. So what I did was, I'll flip this can. I just took these little blocks and I used this Loctite epoxy. You guys, this stuff is amazing. It's very, very stinky, smelly. So only use this in a ventilated space. But this tip that goes on it, when you squeeze it, because epoxy is typically 2-part, if it's any good, in my opinion. It mixes when it goes down this little tube, chute, syringe thing. So when you start using it, you need to get all your gluing done, because what will happen is the glue will dry in here and then this won't be any good. Now when you buy this Loctite, it's Loctite 5-minute epoxy mix. It does come with 2 of these, and then it has this little cap that you can close it off with. But all you're gonna do, we're gonna pretend this is on here. Just put a little glob and then put one of these little blocks. I painted them black so they would blend on your 4 corners. Glob. And it's going to kind of squish when you put it on there. Squish. That's a fun word. All right. So then leave them set. They will set up really, really quick. I mean, they won't be totally solid, but at least to the point where you can then put them on your board. So once I had all these letters on there, I just spaced them out until I could tell I had about 2 inches between each letter, and just kind of move them around so you know where you want to put them. Then, you guessed it, you got them all laid out there on their little blocks. One by one, flip them over, put your epoxy, and put it down. You have some time to kind of move it around. So once you get them, I mean, you gotta be quick, but once you kind of get them, you can move them, be sure that they're straight, be sure that they're centered. And I let it dry, and that is it. So this is a welcome leaner using the Porch Candy welcome set straight up out of the bag. So if you don't want to get the Porch Candy base, or you're just looking for a gift for somebody but you don't want to invest in the base, this is fantastic. This can be done with any of the Porch Candy sets that we have. All right, so now let's talk about this one. You know, I'm a teal girl, so this one is bright and fun and funky, and we'll try not to get too close because I got a little mess up right there because I touch everything. I have no patience. I do not let anything dry. But what I did with this one, same exact thing. Now you can see from the side, this one is not elevated. It doesn't have to be. I did this one like this to give you a little different look. So what did I do here? I took a bare metal Porch Candy set, and yes, you will be able to buy them bare metal. So they will be coming up on the website. As I'm also the webmaster, we are going to go really slow. So meaning it's going to take me some time to get all the sets up. So welcome will be up. When I'm done here, I'll go put welcome up. The bare metal set will be $30, and you'll be able to buy that, and you can paint it any color you want. So it's all good. All the pieces will come just in a Porch Candy bag, so you can store it once you've painted it. Now, you can see, I'm skipping around a little bit, and I'm sorry for that. I used kind of a distressed method on my letters too, because I kind of like that rustic, distressed look. If you don't like that, you can just straight up spray paint your letters. Spray paint them black, spray paint them whatever color. The flower is in 2 pieces. And you know why I love metal? What just makes me love metal so much is you can layer it, you can bend it, you can make it 3D-ish. So I'm not going to bend this one because maybe one of you want to buy it. But you can just bend it with your hands. Bend this up, which you can see I've done there. And then the same with the back petals. All right. Now this one doesn't have wire like this one does. When we did this one, or when we do Porch Candy, we drill holes with Zelda. Zelda's our drill press, and she drills holes, and then we just put the tie wire through there. You can absolutely do that with bare metal. Tie wire would use an 1/8 of an inch drill bit made for metal. Just hold them down. Be sure you got them, and go through both pieces. Come up with your wire, twist it down, and curl it around. So you can absolutely do that, but you don't need to. I didn't do it with this one. All right, so back to distress painting. What I did with these is I laid them all out, all the pieces, and I sprayed them back with this brown spray paint. Now I didn't cover it like I did the board. I just did like a light coating just so they turned brown. And then I used that exact same method on the letters that I did on this board. So, you know, I really want to paint this letter. You're just gonna basically just slap it on there. You want to be able to see that brown behind it if you're looking to get that rustic distressed look. So on the pink part of the flower, I actually did let it dry and then did a second coat, only because I was looking for a really vibrant pink to kind of catch your attention. You can use just straight up acrylic paints. I really like these. I don't even know who makes these. Oh, Deco Art. These patio paint outdoor ones, they have some extra magic in them that kind of helps them for the outdoors, the UV protection, that kind of thing. The patio paints are really good. I'm going to put this whole thing, the list of all the supplies you need, up on my blog. And there's a link to a really great set of those patio paints out there too, and links to how you get your blocks and all that good stuff. So I'm really excited to be able to share bare metal porch candy with you and see what you guys come up with to make with it. I have some other ideas, hence my 2-foot boards and things like that. And then the other thing that I think we're going to go down the road of is virtual workshop. So there are lots of you that travel, several of you that travel 3.5 hours to come workshop with us, and I'm humbled and I'm flattered. But what if I could just come to a screen near you? I don't know. I've been interested in you guys' feedback about that. I am going to go down that road and see, you know, kind of what the response rate is. But I think it would be fantastic for our larger shapes that we do workshop if we could do them virtually. You know, for people who are not in our state, not in our town, and be able to kind of bring a little different twist. All the technology exists, we might as well use it. So I hope you like our welcome leaners. I will come up with some more projects, always working in the mind of what to do with bare metal. Again, I have another little 2-foot thing that I want to share with you very, very soon. But you don't even need to paint anything. You can buy the porch candy set direct out of the bag. We've already done the painting for you. Attach it to this 1x8, and you know, you could even go a little wider. You could go 1x10. I kind of thought 1x10 when I started, and even, you know, the porch candy base itself is, I think, 11 or 11.5. So I mean, you could even go up to a 12-inch board if you wanted to. It's just really kind of how much space do you want to take up, you know, kind of how much bulk muscle do you want. I think these would be super cute, like right in an entryway too. All right, well, you guys know I ramble. You've been around me long enough to know that I will talk and talk and talk. So with that, please leave me your comments and your feedback in the comments, and I will take a look at those, because I would love to know what you think, other ideas that you guys might have. What else can we do? I would love to hear that kind of thing. So other than that, I will see you soon. Bye.